You know, Honorable Speaker, I had the seconder of this motion, the Honorable Senator for Nandi, Samson Cherargei Kiprotich, speaking about the death of Albert Ojwang in the cells at Central Police Station, as if he was not aware that when that happened, in fact, in that specific police station, there were CCTV cameras installed in that particular station. But what we have been told by IPOA is that somebody was bold enough to disable or to mess with the footage that would have captured the moment at which we lost our brother, Albert Ojwang. Yes. And Mr. Speaker, this is the reason why context of the behavior of police officers, the context of the behavior of public officers is extremely critical. We, as Kenyans, when we passed this constitution, Honorable Speaker, we were in a certain frame of mind. Mr. Speaker, if you want to know the frame of mind that Kenyans were in, you have to go to the preamble of the constitution. And Honorable Speaker, because I like to teach, you will explain what the context of the constitution is when we were passing it. If you look at the preamble, Honorable Speaker, Kenyan people committed to nurturing and protecting the well-being of the individual, the family, communities, and the nation. Those of us who went to proper law schools know that when names or words are used in a certain order, it is not a fluke. There is a reason why it starts with the individual, the family, communities, and the nation. Honorable Speaker, we have another basic principle, the frame of mind that Kenyans were in when we were giving ourselves this constitution, because they say it's a very progressive document, but it required a very specific kind of government to be able to ensure that it is implemented. And that government is specified under the preamble that it has to be a government based on the essential values of human rights, equality, freedom, democracy, social justice, and the rule of law. Again, Honorable Speaker, when phrases are used one after the other, it is important for you to pay attention to the order in which they are used. Here, we started with human rights. It was deliberate, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, because of the history of this country, with police brutality, abductions, detention without trial, torture, kidnappings, we went ahead and provided, Honorable Speaker, that there are four specific rights that cannot under any circumstances, Honorable Speaker, be derogated from. And those rights are enumerated at Article 25, I think. Let me just read it, Honorable Speaker. Article 25, which is the only article that talks about fundamental rights and freedoms that may not be limited. So it doesn't matter the circumstances. You cannot derogate from these rights. And they are, number one, freedom from torture and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Freedom from torture, cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Number two, Honorable Speaker, freedom from slavery or servitude. Number three, the right to a fair trial. And lastly, Honorable Speaker, the right to an order of habeas corpus. The right to an order of habeas corpus for those farmers in the House, like Senator Methu, is an order for the production of somebody who is in the custody of police officers. Speaker, the culture of impunity that we have created in this country is what gives a police officer at Central Police Station the confidence to know that even when he switches off that police camera or the CCTV and commits murder in the cells, the places where we've been told should be the safest places, that culture that gives the people confidence is what we are trying to address as a country. And Honorable Speaker, it shocked me to levels that I cannot even imagine, that a member of this House and a lawyer, for that matter, somebody who claims to be a legal mind, Honorable Speaker, would forget these fundamental provisions of the Constitution and support a situation where Kenyans are being subjected to abduction, subjected to torture, subjected to cruel and dehumanizing punishment. Honorable Speaker, there was a very serious case of some of our activists who went to stand with our brothers in Tanzania. my good friend, the chairperson of Chadema, Tundu Lissu, who has been facing treason charges. My brother John Heche, who was arrested at the border of Tanzania when he was coming to mourn Baba, somebody who has been his friend for many years. When some of our colleagues here, including respected people, tried to go there to stand in solidarity with these great movers, members of the democracy movement, they were subjected to some of the most inhuman things that you will ever have to countenance and go through. I hear people calling themselves Kalenjin warriors on the floor of this house. Some of the things that we heard from Boniface Mwangi, I would want to know why a Kalenjin warrior would wish any of that punishment and mistreatment on any human being, Kalenjin warrior or not. Speaker, it disgusts us. And one of the things that is the most disgusting for me as Senator Sifuna and SG of ODM is that some of these characters have been running around wearing ODM colors, calling themselves founder members of ODM. Mr. Speaker, they say birds of a feather flock together. Those are not our colors. Those are not our people. Those are not our values. The ODM party, Honorable Speaker, is a party that is known for justice. We are the manufacturers. We are the birthers of this constitution. There is no way, Honorable Speaker, we will associate with characters who run around saying people should be subjected to inhuman and degrading treatment.
Senator Sifuna,
So,
there's a point
Speaker,
of order. There's a point of order. What's your point of order, Cherargei?
Mr. Speaker, I raise understanding on the 101.1. I've heard Senator Sifuna mention a number of names and the judicial conducts like Tundu Lissu, Heche, that come from Tanzania. It's on record. Here, Mr. Speaker, when you read understanding 101.1, it says neither the personal conduct of the president, nor the conduct of the speaker or of any judge, nor judicial conduct of any other person performing judicial functions, nor any other conduct of head of state or government or the representative of Kenya or any friendly country, or the conduct of the holder of office whose removal from such is dependent upon decision of the Senate shall be referred adversely except upon a specific substantive motion of which at least 3 days notice has been given. The reading, the upshot, is it in order for Senator Sifuna to refer to other matters? We are aware that Tundu Lissu is undergoing judicial process in Tanzania. It is on record. But is it in order for him to refer to such matters in a friendly neighboring country without a substantive motion, which we don't have a problem? If he brings it, it would be in order. Is it in order, Mr. Speaker? Can he withdraw and confine himself within the standing orders, Mr. Speaker, of Standing Order 120 of the standing orders? You should listen.
Honorable Speaker, I wish the Honorable Cherargei listens to people making submissions on this floor. And if he can't listen, at least exercise his ability to read, even that standing order that he has read. Clearly, Honorable Speaker, although I know the names of the judicial officers who are involved in the cases in Tanzania, I have not mentioned them. Although I know the people who are responsible for torture abduction of Tanzanians and Kenyans in Tanzania, I have not mentioned them. I am speaking about my friends. If you don't have any friends across the border or anywhere away from Nandi County, that's your own problem. I have not mentioned anybody in that authority. Mr. Speaker, therefore, allow me to continue uninterrupted. The point that I was making. Speaker, we need to create a country that resembles that which we wanted when we passed this constitution. And the point that I was making as SG of ODM, still, Honorable Speaker, wearing that color is not what makes you a good person. That color represents something. We know what we stand for. When somebody sees ODM, they know what it means. So just donning a cap, if you don a cap and you're the ones denying people the right of habeas corpus, our founder, our party leader, the late Raila Amolo Odinga, was for 9 years without trial. His family suffered. His kids missed him, his wife. They were tortured and, even emotionally. So when you wear that color, you should know what it represents. You don't just go there, put it on, then you say, oh, I'm a founder member, and start shouting tuta. That's not who we are. Honorable Speaker, the constitution of ODM is molded so closely to the constitution of this country because we are a rights party. So, Speaker, let me tell you this. We want a country where human rights, human dignity is respected. The reports that have been referenced here, including reports from IMLU, they tell us that almost 20 young people have died in police custody, or in prison cells, or remand facilities between January and now. Speaker, that is not a statistics that we have made up. It is a serious issue. Almost 60 people have died because of extrajudicial killings. And these proposals are good, Honorable Speaker, because we have seen even in the streets sometimes when young people are trying to capture the police breaking the law, they themselves who are trying to record what is going on are subjected to violence. So let it be that we get this footage from our own equipment that has been installed by the taxpayer. But if we do not develop a culture of respect for the rule of law as stated in the preamble of the Constitution, Honorable Speaker, there's nothing we are doing. So, Speaker, we have to have a conversations. We have spoken here during the motion on the State of the Nation about even reviewing of police standing orders and their operational, what are they called? Yes, there's SOPs, standard operating procedures. Honorable Speaker, because again, I will not tire to remind the country that I am the author of the MOU signed between Raila Odinga and President Ruto. Honorable Speaker, the review of the police standing orders, because I made sure that because I'm a senator, I incorporated the resolutions of this House during the debate on the State of the Nation in that MOU. I had some person running around who was not even in the room when the MOU was being prepared, telling us that it is at 50% implementation. He doesn't know. He hasn't read it, I can confirm, because I know him, he's my friend. We will tell you when that thing has been implemented, because it is not something to hide. It is like this debate we were having in the afternoon. Whether SHA is working or not is not something somebody will tell you. You will hear from the people on the ground. When you go there, Honorable Speaker, in Garissa, you will say, yes, mambo ya harambe hapa imeisha. Honorable Speaker, when that MOU is implemented, nobody will need to shout from the rooftop about its implementation. We will see compensation of the victims of police brutality. They will tell you the money is in their accounts. They will tell you that the SOPs, the standard operating procedures of the police, were brought to this House. They have been amended, and now we have a people-friendly police force or service. Honorable Speaker, they will tell you that devolution is working. Those are the things that we incorporated in that. And we want to urge Kenyans, Honorable Speaker, not to fall into this trap of encouraging a clawback of all the gains we've had. Honorable Speaker, the things that are happening in our neighboring countries, they used to happen here. They used to happen here. You remember the fight we had about constitution or reconstitution of the IEBC. You hear the stories from our neighbors where they are still in the era where the president just determines who's running the election. You know, when we hear those things, Honorable Speaker, we are transported back to 1992, over 30 years ago. When you hear somebody say, you can arrest these people, and he uses words like Finya Wao, you sound like a Kanu youth winger from 1991. You're giving me nightmares, Honorable Speaker. I remember at the advent of multi-party, we were told, Honorable Speaker, if you flash the two-finger salute, they will cut one so that it remains the one that was representing Kanu. That is the same language we are hearing from people in this House, and they call themselves founder members of ODM. SHINDWE KABISA. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Consolata Nobwire.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. My name is Consolata Nabwire Wakwabubi. I would like to contribute towards this motion about installing CCTV cameras in police stations and police cells and police desks. This one is a very essential tool to enhance safety